on a day-to-day issues, lack of clarity on land title leads to daily skirmishes in a village, and there are micro battles taking place in a village level because the land title is not clear. Two people are getting into a fight that leads into a police station law and order problem, then it leads to into courts. If you look at the courts, majority of the cases are related to land ownership litigation. So if we can sort this out, we would be actually enabling people to live give them freedom of surety of title and rest them a bit. Otherwise they are too worked up. It is like a black hole. The lack of clarity on title ownership transfer is sinking. It's become a sinkhole for energy of peoples. It is taking government's time, it is taking people's time, it is taking the law and order agencies' time, it is taking the court's time. All energies are getting sunk into this. So if we can sort it out, we can free up some of that energy into a more productive channel.
Tell me, how can land play a role in spurring a second stage growth for Karnataka? The first stage growth was witnessed in the South Karnataka, the Mysore region, which is Bengaluru. You talk about Karnataka, it's Bengaluru, or maybe then, in North India's imagination, it would be Coorg. But there is something called Central Karnataka, there is something called Bombay Karnataka, there is something called Hyderabad Karnataka. What about that? What about that growth story?
So, majority of the rest of Karnataka is heavily dependent on agriculture, right? And most of the human resource is still involved in agriculture. Their livelihoods are dependent on agriculture. Again, if you go with the traditional economic model of heavily dependent on primary sector, which is agriculture, even there, surety of land, proper maintenance of land records will allow people to fully exploit the land resources. If the land records titles are not clear, farmers, instead of spending their energy on tilling the land, will be spending their time and energy in a tehsil office, in the police station, in the civil court, which is a waste of their time and energy. This is the primary conventional economic approach. Now let us say we want to move these areas to the next level of growth, which is what you're talking about, graduate to one step above agriculture. There again, though there is a lot of high-tech growth in Bangalore, which is mostly dependent on IT and science, technology, biotech and innovation and knowledge, but that is not enough to cater to the job demands of people. You need a bit of the secondary sector, which is manufacturing, service sector, processing, garments, such and such, which can generate a lot of, mid-level or low-level jobs. So that is again dependent on land resources, partly, not fully, but partly, because without land, you can't have a garment factory. Without land, you can't have any manufacturing facility or a secondary processing facility, right? So again, land, though we want, we have a romantic notion that farmers should remain in farming, but I think the farmers themselves want to move to something else. Not all farmers can continue to do farming for eternity. They want their kids to move up into some other service sector job or a manufacturing job.